Oh, engineering company. It's another unit I can add. Support companies to my divisions. Better stats relative to manpower. And width. Although maybe I should be taking these and upgrading with the 4th Infantry Battalion or an artillery instead. Wait, possibly. Resource shortage that not even making any progress in the support equipment there. Okie dokie. Now's maybe not the time to be messing with templates. Just gotta push with what I've got. There is a small stacking penalty. 6 divisions are... Well, I think only 5 are actually in combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6 are in combat. Yeah, you really don't want more than 5 for no penalty. Although 6, it's usually worth the small penalty for 1 more. So I shouldn't say extra support. This is kind of the limit. Like 6 divisions. 7, but 1 was kept in the reserves. Stealth Spanish divisions hanging here. Scavengers were only vulnerable though. And gather these guys up for nothing. Come on. Of course, more trains will increase the supply, so. Keep attacking there. But it's very much going in my favor. Gonna change these arrows. That's not where they're gonna attack. This is. That's the goal. There we go. The hills and the forest to the hills. I mean to the forest with the supply hub. One of the other things about lots of small divisions is you can divide them up to get exactly the force distributions you need of defense and such here or there. Still, these guys are just too darn small. Probably about making use of my very limited equipment. I don't have many rifles. And a lot of these guys don't have the new assault rifles. We're choosing tons of artillery. Looks like there's a small number who have an upgrade to the latest version of this, but well, with the mobile members, but for the most part 259 of the artillery pieces. Maybe I should put a few on the market. The British want to buy some artillery. Wouldn't be a terrible thing. They're likely, can it? I don't get anything from one leasing stuff I didn't make, so let's see if I can sell these. Artillery pieces. Maybe someone will buy some. Uses their convoys. If it's England, England's not in danger. They'll at least in China if they don't sell soon, though. There they see use in nothing. Of course, I produced so much artillery thinking I'd use lots of artillery in my divisions, and I just hadn't had the time to train the crews. You know, add more line artillery and have enough divisions to make that really work. That's why I kept so small divisions as, you know, 3 infantry battalion, 1 line artillery, plus support artillery. I was going to spam that, but then I limited to just 22 as the American joining. What I could have done, if I had been thinking of it, is I guess I could have attacked the Turkish Empire very early on, and that would have led to Sweden and Norway joining the Central Powers. Then there wouldn't have been any of this war with America nonsense, although I would have had to defend a border with Turkey. We've needed to do that before, or you could have even denied the Tay issue, actually. That would have probably been early enough for that. Yeah, then I wouldn't have the problems of war with the US. Different Norway's occupying this now than before, but it's still Norway. Just the capitalists instead of socialist Norway. So the things about resisting Norwegians still apply. Alright. These guys should, yeah, 82% supply, so waiting for the trains is giving them fewer debuffs in the attack. What is some of the newest arrivals? I haven't finished planning yet. Let's turn up the speed then. I don't want it too fast or I'll miss stuff. We could need to keep abreast of each development. Keep skirmishing me there and they keep losing terribly. It's not smart of them, but whatever. Okay, rocket artillery upgrade. Oh yeah, I was gonna save it for night vision 1. That's what I was gonna do. Doesn't matter if it does. No, MIOs don't work on it, so it doesn't matter if I lose a little bit of what would be funny if it was an MIO. And then, yeah, I can switch to rocketry effort before any of the other. This has 35 days, so it's 105 days. The next, I don't know if I'm going even 1 level down the anti-air. Might eventually need all state anti-air against the US. It's not terrible, and it'll grow that MIO. They'll actually already grow. Just things are being tet. Hydraulic recoil, but want advanced trajectory calculations. It's gnarly. Heart attack will be useful. There are tanks showing up. Sweden. August 20th, I'll have the last train. And then it'll be time to launch the attack. Alright. Escort carriers. Oops. Meant to pause it before and didn't. Take a long time to get there. Yeah, I'll just... My Admiralty isn't very good, but I have a bold leader. I did roll enough admirals for one bold guy and one level 2. I would have... He didn't roll even what I would consider the best traits level 2. I'd prefer attack, defense, and positioning. But bugger off coordination. Maybe I'll venture roll like level 2 gets the meticulous. I mean the signals planning bonuses. We'll see. Okay, new division. Here. This is going to guard the port. Just 2 infantry battalions for now. I thought about merging these guys, but actually I need to recruit more generals. Is it this guy? Another reckless leader? I didn't need that. Well. Well. Venture roll. People with good stuff. Just have to invest an immense amount in command power to get anything. It's very low returns, but it's better than wasting the command power. People often do. Can also be useful in situations when you lose a war and you get broken into 2 puppets. Sometimes your generals get divided between the 2. Sometimes one gets all. So you still have a usable number of generals after. Sugar side, women in the workforce. Don't need it yet. Actually, just save political power for a little, because after advanced artillery, this will probably go to rocket artillery thing. Keep doing the anti-air line, I guess. These guys don't have anti-air yet, and they're going to need it. Keep trying to itch. Hold on. Some stupid insect. Of course, always bites me in the worst spots. And I'm wearing all these thermal layers, so... Just check the phone and I see there's a message that's clearly written by people who are using AI on dating apps. Bots, probably scammers trying to... I asked someone tell me about a book they're in, they just named the title of a book. I'd ask, like, what's in... And then I said, no, what's in the book? And they said, no, oh, I see, tell me about your day. That's not... These are AI responses. I try to report it, and the thing doesn't have an option for AI's bots. Of course. Probably they want these on platforms. Probably some of them are funded by the platforms themselves. There was a scandal a number of years back of a dating app that was pay paying for the creation fake profiles just so that people would go to their app. It's like one of the big ones. If they set rules, if they made it possible to report such things, people would start reporting them. The population is very much united in supporting the war here. I just gotta... Hold on. What did I do? Oh yeah, motorization is required for CAS. I'll eventually need, you know, the CAS effort and the nav. You can use nav for torpedoes, not just for the airframes themselves, but for actual torpedoes, and CAS for bomb modules, so yeah, not wasteful. It was so heavy, and just having some really good blade airframes. Something like the nav here. Very good idea. We want to use that bonus for airframes, but I'll CAS, because, you know, mostly land power, to say the least. Dietland took 3 states. When did they rename themselves to Dietland? Belgian Inquisitor. Well, I'm surprised how long the Dutch Reich, so it was already fascist. Surprised how long they held on. Now they're eventually going to attack France, which is just going to make the Orleanists and whatnot roll up even faster. It's not even a question. No, this does absolutely nothing. I suppose it makes it less valuable territory for the Americans, though, once they inevitably occupy Spain. Naval invasion. You know, they'll be fighting, take these islands over. Eventually they'll take Ponta Delgado. Portugal doesn't have any territory left. Interesting. The UAE is bad at planning long-range naval invasions like this. You need to defer the sea zones just like battleships, and then the closer ones, destroyers. It's kind of a pain. So, maybe they'll always strike what they can reach from Iceland, and they'll ignore all this. Spain might ironically go completely untouched. The stupid insect, the spider probably crawled under thermal layers and bit me. Somewhere I can't easily scratch. It's annoying. Oh no. Dangerous naval invasion, southern Norway. Swedes are attacking Kristiansand by sea. There's 2 Spanish divisions, though. They can easily hold that. More worried that they come for Stavanger. They haven't done that yet. Anyways, another week in the game. And I can attack all of the trains. These guys are all prepared. Just waiting on the logistics for their assault. Hey, I wouldn't want to attack now if they need to rush here to deal with Sweden or something. Kristiansand held. Swedes did make an invasion there. I could deal with her. I could let them overextend themselves, march north from Stavanger, but then Americans might bring in more troops. Shoot. Okay, I need to pull a lot of these guys, actually. With more veteran ones. So they'll probably attack here and they'll trade very well and gain experience if they're entrenched. Supply look like not bad either of these places. Cool. 4 divisions. Figure they're gonna have to push into Stavanger. Oh, maybe not. Well, they'll march in here after they gained a little organization. This, not a threat. This division will run out of supply and wither on the vine. This is a threat. If I replace with this guy, more planning, faster planning, less breakthrough. They're actually going to be not attacking anyways if I can reinforce him before these guys actually move in. Oh no, they'll be there instantly. This guy actually levels up before him. Alright, I think I delay this guy in case he got injured or something, but he's gonna be needed. Attacking with infantry is always brutal. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'll have to march across here. That's fine. They reordered up where they were out of danger. Then make an attack and even drive them back. Supplies worse here, so their stored supplies start depleting. Guess they didn't actually have any stored up. Oh well. They gain planning bonuses each day they wait. The other guys. What happened to the division that was driven out of the here? They didn't eliminate it to the last man, did they? Is that like a last stand defense? I don't see them. Whatever. These guys are on their way and they'll help. Attack and force. There's another division already. And Northwest Iberia is facing a naval invasion. Alright, well, I feared that would happen. Alright, with Jordan, nobody's guaranteed them. Declare war. Don't need to call the allies, they'll just make them join. Faction sooner enduring more world tension. I don't see any defending army. They have none. Therefore, should just be able to hold with the rest of these guys. I don't want to lose equipment marching in if a single division will do it. Palestine has mustered some troops, though.